Hello there, this is Karl Susman and welcome to Columbia SoCal at Home. I am here with Arjun and Amiah, and I'll let Arjun take it away.
Thanks, Karl. I'm Arjun Sivakumar. I'm a civil litigation partner in the law firm of Brown Rudnick based in Orange County and a class of 2013 grad from the law school. And I'm a member of Columbia SoCal's outreach committee. I'm excited to share with you guys the exciting events that Columbia SoCal has on for this month. We have a programming committee meeting on Wednesday, April 13th at 6 p.m. We have an outreach committee meeting Wednesday, April 20th at 6 p.m. Those are both on Zoom. And then we have a downtown LA happy hour. We're excited to be back in person Thursday, April 21st, and that's at the Kanya Rum Bar, 714 West Olympic in Los Angeles. Now I'll turn it over to Amiah Sheppard, who will introduce our special guest for this month's episode.
Awesome. Thank you, Arjun and Karl. I appreciate you so much. I am Amiah Sheppard, and I am alumna from Barnard 2017. And I'm excited today to talk with our special guest today, Cliff Massey. Before we get into it, I'm gonna have Cliff introduce himself, and then we'll go into our super cool questions.
Awesome.
Right.
Thanks, Amiah. Thanks, Arjun and Karl. Nice to be here with you all. So I'm Cliff Massey, Columbia College class of 2010, and I'm a member of the board of directors of Columbia SoCal.
Awesome. So, okay, coming from New York back to LA, what brought you to SoCal?
Well, yeah, I'm not from Southern California originally. I grew up in Arkansas, actually, before I went to Columbia, and then lived in New York for about 10 years, including my time at the college. So I came to Los Angeles for grad school, actually, and I thought, maybe like a lot of East Coasters or New Yorkers coming to LA, I thought my life in LA was going to be a term limited thing. I was like, I'm going to do grad school and then I'll probably get out of there, right? And here I've been ever since, and now I'm just in love with Southern California.
SoCal can get you. I love it. Born and raised in LA, so I understand.
Yeah.
So one of the questions I love to ask the guests is, what task or project or class from Columbia really helped prepare you for your position that you're in right now?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Well, right now I lead operations at a small tech startup, which was actually founded by one of my classmates at Columbia. So there's that Columbia connection running strong already. For me, this is probably pretty cliche for our graduates from Columbia College, especially, but it's really hard not to look back on my time in the core curriculum, especially classes like contemporary civilization, as while the specifics of each of those, pieces of literature we read hasn't really, I'm not really tying Plato into my day-to-day work in a tech startup. But I think of that class as pretty formative for just teaching me to how to question everything, how to stop and think critically about information that I'm reading or viewing or receiving from different places, and kind of digest all of it and put forward my opinion, right, in a hopefully more educated manner than I'm doing right now.
No, that was good. And, I love that you said that, because I often feel like a lot of alums do say the way that we're taught to think, or the systems and the processes, it is applicable to anything. And that's where that liberal arts educations come from. So I love that you're shouting it out. So the last question is, in much contestation, it is LA or New York. What do you prefer?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't ask me this. Again, to be cliche, it's really apples and oranges. They're really very different places. I miss the energy and spontaneity of New York. In LA, you kind of have to know where you're going, right? You got to get in your car and you got to go to the place that you're going to go. So that it's changing a bit in LA. I feel like there's a little bit of a change in the air, but it's going to be some time before we get to New York levels of that. So I miss that about New York a lot. But man, the food in Southern California is really hard to beat. And so we have a little bit of everything here. And I can't go back to not having great street tacos. Like, I just don't want to live
Period.
that life anymore. And so, LA, we're so spoiled here in such a great way with the food and the weather. So there's a reason that I decided to stay here, I guess.
Yes, it is a reason. And I really do believe that Columbia SoCal is one of those reasons.
It
And
is.
because we have all these great things coming up, we're super excited to just have you a part of our community. And we hope to see you at happy hour. So thank you so much, Cliff. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, everybody.
Yes. So
Thanks
I'm
so
gonna
much.
I'm gonna pass it back to Karl.
Thank you. Thank you. You know what, Cliff? I'm glad you're in LA. I'm, Southern Cal all the way. But yes, there is nothing like New York for sure. So maybe if things can get a little New York-like in LA, I think that'll be good for everybody.
I agree.
All right. Well, thanks so much again for being here. And we will look forward to seeing all of you again in a couple of weeks. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.